Alright, so to reiterate on the meat thing, the guys at not guys, the bums at the hood supermarket, what happened was, you could tell they were crackhead bums, but so when I got in line, them two were in the line, right? And first of all, they went and cleared out the little meat section at the little hood supermarket, right? They got all the meat, put it in the cart. And so when I get there, I see the guy is acting, like he can't see. And he had swiped a card and he's acting like he can't see. So I'm guessing clearly the pin he entered didn't work. So after they just leave the cart and they had called the rest of the little team at work that night. Cause they figured, you could tell by their looks that they was gonna try to run out with the whole cart. But then it turns out that they didn't. It was I don't even know if what she says is true. Why she even entertained them? Because they had an old hotel card, key room card. It wasn't even any type of card, debit card or EBT. It was like a hotel room key, and he's trying to act like that's a card. I don't even know why she gave him a chance. Once she rung it up and he pulls that out, I would think he had immediately voided it and told him get the fuck out. But instead, she gives him chances. This because she says that it was a it was a because after they left, because I knew the whole thing was street theater. I said, what's that all about? And she said, they had a hotel room key card. And she was like, I had my foot on the shopping cart anyway, so they couldn't have just left. And then she called the manager and all them. But so anyway, like I said, they been on this meat thing at least with me. And like I said, even though all the other TIs, I thought it was just tailored. The program was as far as my targeting was just specifically for me, but I don't eat that much. But turns out for some reason they're in line with this, and I bet none of them, because if you bring up global warming or anything, they don't even want to talk about it. Not because they'll literally tell you because to them it's politics. They don't want to talk about it, and I don't even think it's just because they don't want to talk about something that might be the program, and make them say something to expose themselves. I think they genuinely, don't like talking about any of that type of shit. So that's one another clue that they, you know. So I'm thinking, well, how do they get them to go along with it? Do they just tell them, look, these people been eating good, you know what I'm saying, and you can't eat? So I guess to them, they tell them it's just their way that look they can get back that they remember all them nights you was in the corner street in the alley starving and fucking hungry. You could this is your way, and they like yeah we want. They don't understand it, and I'm not trying to clean it up for them, trust me. Whatever they get, I think they're deserving. I don't care what race or age. He'd be a 75-year-old black man, and he trying to act like he he had looked out for other blacks. No, he gets what he deserves. If he part of this program trying to destroy us, doesn't matter your age. You be 90, you still out here. But see what I'm saying though, even if you allow them to push you along, unless you just was totally invalid, during the times they was pushing you along in a wheelchair, and it was part of a gang stalking operation. But if you sound mind but in the wheelchair, you still gangsta. It's just like if you participate selling drugs, but you're in a wheelchair, and they still gonna give you the same sentence. They ain't, oh well, he's in a wheelchair, or she's in a wheelchair. No, they got accessible shit in prison. You know what I'm saying? They got all that shit in prison. Shit, fuck you. You know what? But you know, so yeah, that was the meat thing. Like I'm telling you, these fucktards are really like going all out with this shit, right. Just it is like I said, I don't know if they just arrogant or they really just determined. I think they happy. You know, and I'm talking about the broke ones. They just happy. Like, yeah, like I said on the other video earlier, instead of raising yourself up, elevating yourself, you figure it's easier to bring everyone else down to your level. But you don't understand the type of people you fucking with. If we on this level, especially if what y'all say is true, if it's so much racism and we elevate ourselves to this level, regardless of the racism, what you think when we put our minds to it? What we gonna now that you're on the radar? According to y'all, we didn't look back. We didn't think about y'all. We was gonna think about ourselves. Okay, now we're gonna be thinking about you, but not the way you want us to think about you. Think about that, dumbass.